Hello, Conversations with Ronnie Keith podcast fam. This is John, aka Big Time, 33.3% of the Short Desk podcast, inviting you to join myself, Dwayne, and Ronnie Keith every Tuesday as we sit around our short desk and discuss all things in news, sports, entertainment, and a little financial advice. Check out episode 178 as it is a reboot of the show and we discuss our vacation week amongst other things. You're listening to Conversations with Ronnie Keith.
This is Conversations with Ronnie Keith. And we're back. Thank you guys so much. I know it was a long week without an episode of Conversations
with Ronnie Keith and Iris.
Edie, and she's back this week with me.
I told you to stop saying Edie's.
Had some technical, I'm sorry, is that not your birth name?
It is, but I like the sound of Iris.
Well, I'm sorry, baby. You're not American. You're Latino. Edie is your name. Listen,
I look like a gringa, unfortunately.
You do. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you hanging in there with us. Had some technical difficulties last week, so we weren't able to record an episode last week. We'll upload an episode, but we're back.
Woohoo!
And we're here. How has your week been going, baby, so far?
Thank you for asking. My week has been hectic and busy, like normal.
Yeah.
But we're here surviving, excited for tomorrow to be Friday. As you all are listening to this, tomorrow is Friday, or it will be Friday. I love Fridays.
Boop, boop, boop.
You know what I love about Fridays?
Boop, boop, boop.
Is that we kind of, after 5 o'clock, you and I unwind.
Boop, boop, boop.
And we go to the movies,
Boop,
grab
boop, boop.
a bite to eat.
Not all the time.
Well, I love Fridays with you. It's
Not all the
special.
time, though. 5 o'clock.
I would say 80% of the time. You're talking about me.
I'm talking about me. Sometimes Fridays I'm stuck like Chuck
What do you mean you're stuck?
with my work.
Well, that's true, but you gotta.
But we do
You gotta
try
admit,
to move.
by 5 o'clock, our brains is like basically checked out.
Mine isn't. Yours is.
Mine is. No, honestly, my brain is checked out.
Your
by
brain's
3.
checked out soon as Friday hits.
Probably. That's a very good
Because then I
statement.
start hearing
yes.
from you and you're like, I wasn't able to get any work done today. I just haven't been focused. I said, yeah, I figured that.
But my week has been good. I'm just hanging in there by a little thread and just looking at some positive changes to start making here on Sunday. I'm going to have one of those eat, pray, love moments and kind of look into the future. What's in store for Miss Edie's.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we did get a fan mail while we were out.
Oh, read it.
I will be posting tomorrow, when you hear this, which will be Friday, on how to go to Conversations with Ronnie Keith and send us a fan mail, a text. It'll be a text message. It
Please
comes to us.
do.
All we
We
is
love
see
those.
The last 4 digits and know the state that you're from, unless you tell us who you are. And so that is what we will be doing today. And got a fan mail. This one here comes straight from Colorado.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
We got some love out there.
Yeah, we got some love out there.
Oh, man.
And this says to us, hey, Conversations with Ronnie Keith. Seems that you and your wife take a lot of vacations, as I hear it on the Short Desk podcast as well. Question for you guys. What is your favorite way to vacation? Which I have an idea already. And
Great question.
when you go, what is your favorite things to do? And what has been your worst vacation? So I guess that's twofold. Well, threefold or fourfold. So.
But wait a minute, before we back up, I want to know how your week is going.
Oh.
You got to tell us too. That's not fair.
Well, thank you. My week has been going pretty good. I cannot complain. Been, all as an adult, lifes, you know what I mean? And so you have a lot of responsibilities
Oh,
with
yeah.
work. You have a lot of responsibilities with your personal life.
Yeah.
And so you try to balance it all. You know what I mean? And for me, I do my best not to get stressed out about things, because the way I see it, a lot of times things are out of your control. And
I agree. Yeah.
You can't.
To pray about it.
Yeah, you pray about it. You definitely pray about it and ask God to guide you. And that's what I do. And put me on, straight path. And so then I just focus. And so,
Correct. Yeah.
and I'm human. Yeah, there's some times where I get frustrated down. But, balancing the work life that keeps me busy, balancing the podcasting life, which, Short Desk Podcast on Tuesdays, this on Fridays, then balancing my life with my wife and my son, and then my mother and my sister, all those things, putting them all together and just keeping an even balance. And so, I ask God to guide and keep me. And, so this week it's been good. There's been a lot of things that have been moving forward. There's been a lot of things that's been going on. I'm looking forward to our next vacation.
Yes.
We're about to talk about vacations now because of this fan mail, but.
Oh, how many more days we got?
Oh, man. What
17?
17 days?
18?
Yeah. So.
Oh, amen to that. I remember when we had 7 months left or something like that?
Yes.
We're going on this, for our listeners here, we're going on a Virgin cruise with our wonderful sisters and brothers and cousins.
Yes. So we look forward to that. Anytime away, from our job is good to give yourself. I remember back in the day that I was a workaholic, pretty bad. Before I met my wife, I was really bad. And then when we were dating, I was pretty bad.
Oh, I remember holidays. Oh, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
Caramba.
I never took holidays.
Oh, no. He used to just everybody just picked the day after Thanksgiving off or work on Thanksgiving. I was okay. I don't need to take the day off. I'll just work. I'm like, no. You're in a relationship now, sir. You better take that day off.
So I had to learn, and I did.
Christmas Eve off.
Yes, absolutely. And, as I've gotten older now, it's just like I'm not allowing so much PTO time in my bucket.
Yes.
I remember back in the day, it was fun for me to have 200 and something hours rolling over.
Not no more. Our job forces us, we have to clarify that. Let's just clarify for you all.
Yes.
Our company forces us to take yay amount of hours per year to ensure that we use our time, and we could only roll over so much. If you don't
56.
use it, you lose it.
That's correct. Mm-hmm. But even so now, even if they didn't do that, I had a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know what? I'm going to start using all this time. Not to say that I never took my wife, my family on vacations. We vacation, but I also worked harder than I vacation, but that's no more.
I'm trying to get better on that. Like when October hit last year, I think I had to take 11 days off still. That was bad. But this year, I am actually going to be less than 20 hours. It's a
I'm
blessing.
still end the year with 56. Matter of fact, I
will not
day.
be there.
I have one day that I need to pick to take off. So probably Christmas Eve, maybe, depending on.
Oh, look at me. I'm preparing for my cooking extravaganza.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I can't, with some of my employees.
Tell them what you're going to do. Tell them.
Okay, before we get to the fan mail, we do a thing every year, and we talked about this on the show, Christmas Eve, right? We do Christmas Eve dinner. So usually for Christmas Eve, sometimes we share in the very beginning, and we would switch off years where we would cook. Well, this year I said, you know what? I'm going to handle the majority of the cooking this year. We're not going to share. And my mother-in-law is extremely excited that I will be controlling the kitchen this year for Christmas Eve. And so somebody over here is a little salty because I told her the only thing we need is some Puerto Rican beans. Oh, and coquito. That's it. But listen, why are you salty? Because you're going to have this like cookie thing.
You know
where you're
what?
gonna be baking all these cookies.
Oh, you haven't told them about the cookie-thon that
You
I'm
tell
doing.
them it's your deal.
So I am going to be hosting a cookie-thon. Yes, you heard it, a cookie-thon. And I'm only going to send it out to those, invitation to those special peoples. I forgot what day we're going to have it.
You don't need to tell people the day.
I want to tell them the day.
No.
Why not? Okay, wait till the invitation comes.
Yeah.
So yes, as many, I don't think you guys already know, but I love baking cookies when it comes to Christmas time, and I make them from scratch, literally from scratch. Like nothing is bought. The only thing I buy, of course, are the chocolate chips. So we're going to have a cookie-a-thon here, and come and exchange your goods if you want to do that, and have conversations, have hot chocolate, whatever it is. So I'm so excited for that. So my wonderful dear husband here, we always have this competition, a friendly competition we discuss
I'm not
on
competing with
Christmas
anybody.
Eve.
I'm not competing with anybody.
It started a couple years ago when he went out and did fish and fried chicken and all this stuff. And ever since that, my mom, my dad, everyone's like, when is Ronnie Keith, or what is Ronnie Keith going to cook for Christmas Eve? And they basically disregarded me and the foods that I normally make, which is what? Coquito,
Last year you made a whole pernil.
I made
Well,
a
not a whole
pernil.
pernil, but
Yes, that was my first could I say pernil?
What?
That was my first pernil, believe it or not, because they're not that easy to make. It's a lot of time consuming. But people prefer Keith's Christmas Eve dinner stuff.
That's not true. It's just that they were.
Nobody cares about me.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, when that day happens, we'll come back and have our podcast about how that went and how
They don't
my
care
wife
about
sits
me.
over there with a scrunched up face because how good the food turns out and how everybody
Whatever.
falls
I
in
think
love
my
with
food
it.
is just as good.
Absolutely, you cook very well, baby. I really believe you cook.
Yeah,
very well. Not as good as me, but you cook well.
You
So,
hear that? Oh my God.
This is going to be great.
dare
We
you.
also have an event coming up on Saturday that we'll talk about.
Oh,
when we come
yeah.
back. We're not going to tell them
Because
about,
Halloween is my favorite holiday.
not a holiday.
I don't care. It's a holiday for me.
Demonic day.
I don't care. Listen to this. Call it demonic. I don't care.
Demonic, but it's not a holiday. It's a demonic day. But we're
I
going to do
love it.
something on. We got a couple of things going on, but this one will be different. But anyways, back to the.
Hold on. I got to tell them. I'm going to be a witch. That's all I got to say. Okay, go ahead.
You're going to be.
Oh, stop it. Don't even go. I do believe I have a witchy side.
Anyways, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Oh, my
So,
God. Please
let's go
stop.
ahead and jump into this fan mail.
Okay. Sorry, we got off on a
Yeah.
tangent.
So we'll be back.
I get all
with,
excited talking about these holiday things.
This is a holiday, but anyways,
It is for me.
we'll be back to talk about the event we went to. We're going to go to on Saturday.
Yes, it's going to be so cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Our first time going, so can't wait to talk about it. So back to the fan.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes, we do take a lot of vacations.
Do you think so, though?
Yeah, I would say so. Okay, so this year, let's
I
count.
think we
it.
were blessed this year, comparable to the year
Last year
before.
we went a lot too. We went a lot last year too. I think we may have went more last year than this year.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember. I thought that.
So
it was...
this year we went to Disney, Virgin, Celebrity, California, and then this is gonna be our fifth vacation.
Oh my gosh, what a blessing!
Last year I think we did about almost the same.
We did.
believe
Wow. Okay.
But okay.
So thank you.
So our most frequent vacations consist of going on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Is that our favorite vacation thing to do? Is it your favorite vacation thing to do?
I would have to say yes.
Okay.
It is.
Why? Why is that?
So for me, I feel like going on a cruise just takes the stress of you planning this big vacation and everything is right there in your fingertips. Your food is right there. You don't have to drive anywhere. You could just go upstairs to the deck to eat. And it's just very convenient because everything is included in that price. And it just alleviates a lot of the stress. And I feel like it's a great opportunity to not only visit different countries and learn about different cultures and stuff like that, but it's just a way to unwind with your loved ones, you know? I think cruising is the best way to go, especially if you're a family that's very strict on a certain budget per month. You know, we do have a lot of families out there like that. I think they're just very good in general. They're just, I personally, for me, it is the best way to travel.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
So I agree. I second your thoughts.
Yeah. It's not your favorite?
It is my favorite.
Okay.
Taking a cruise. So we went on our very first cruise together back in 2016, I believe, or was it 2017? One of those. And I was apprehensive about it because, you know, you're on a boat and you're in the middle of the ocean and
You're scary, cat.
I like to control where I'm going on my destinations, i.e. driving. So this was going to be different. But
Control freak.
whatever. So it was so amazing. It just as my wife just stated, having all these things
Right.
right there at your fingertips. You don't have to worry about, you know, when you travel, for instance, we just went to Los Angeles. We went to Palm Springs in Los Angeles, right? So the Palm Springs part was already covered because my wife was getting awarded, you know, and things like that. But then we had to think about the Los Angeles, right?
Correct.
Where, okay, now we got to rent a car. Now we got to find a hotel.
Yeah.
Then every day we got to figure out what we're going to eat as far as where we're going to go, what time the place is closed. You know, all those
Look
things.
up restaurants.
Drive around to
Yeah.
find it.
That's nothing. And you have to budget your expenses when it comes to breakfast,
Yes.
lunch, dinner, snacks,
Snacks, right.
all that stuff. It's a lot.
But when you get on a cruise, you don't worry about a vehicle. 'cause
Yeah.
The boat is the vehicle,
I
right?
love it. Yeah.
You don't worry about where you're going to lay your head at because you already got
Your
that
bed
booked.
is right there.
Breakfast,
pool.
lunch, dinner, snacks. I mean, you can wake up in the middle of the night and get whatever you want. That's covered.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about, like, when we went to California, we had to buy tickets to go to Disney,
Yeah.
you know, all these things. No, all your entertainment is there and it's free
Well,
on a boat.
let's be more transparent on that. Maybe you want to do excursions. That's a little money. Maybe you want to go shopping on a cruise. I mean, inside or shopping at the, what is it, the little
Yes.
shopping things they have there?
Yeah.
But we typically don't.
But we do get off the boat. You
Yeah,
have
we
the
do.
option to either do an excursion or you can go the way you want to go. But the thing about it is you don't have to worry about where you're going to eat because you don't have, I mean, you can eat when you get off on that place at your destination, but you can say, you know what, we're going to eat lunch when we get back to the boat, or we're going to do this when we get back to the boat. You don't have that luxury when you're traveling abroad on a plane, on a car. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah.
So I love cruises because everything's there. They have movies now on cruises.
Oh my God.
A movie
yeah.
theater. They have shows. They have all types of entertainment.
And you know, it's a very
Pools,
great
jacuzzi.
excuse to dress up and get pretty. You know,
Yes.
that's the way I feel from a gentleman's perspective. You know, look nice. Like you and I have been talking, and the next time we are possibly going to do a cruise, not on this Virgin cruise, but maybe the following one, we're going to take professional headshots.
Yeah.
We're going to dress up.
Well, not
you know,
headshots, professional
like
pictures.
professional pictures and
Yeah,
stuff like that. You know, just it gives you an excuse to just
And we
dress
haven't
up.
done that in all these cruises that
I
we've been
know.
on. We've
Isn't
never
that
done
a
that.
shame?
No, actually, no, we did. Yes, we did.
Well, they were not really like fancy. We,
weren't
were just
fan-
wearing like
Well, you had a nice dress, but I
Nah.
had a polo shirt on, and
it was okay, but like I really want to wear like you see these people when you go to dinner, you're like, oh my God, why is she wearing such a fancy prom style type dress?
Yeah.
Because they take these beautiful pictures.
that's right.
You know?
That's right.
So, but yeah, I enjoy that. And then you have what the pool right there, jacuzzi right there.
Yeah.
It's just so convenient.
They got so many, on these cruises, they have so many different things that you can do. Some of them even have go-karts. They've got arcades, different trivia games, bingo,
Right.
casinos. It's like, it's little malls. They have all that stuff. So, yeah, that's my favorite way. Now, what has been our favorite, our individual favorite vacation that we've been on? So, you want to take this or you want me to go first?
Go first.
Okay.
Because I have an ultimate favorite vacation we've had.
So we've been on a lot of vacations.
But doesn't it feel great to say that? What a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yes. This year when we went to California for the very first time, well, I had been to California before, but never to Los Angeles. I think that was very memorable, although
I agree.
it was like, oh my God, it was so hot
oh my
that we
God.
couldn't enjoy Disneyland like we wanted to and all this other stuff. But I think that was very memorable, the way that we did that. I think that was just phenomenal. I have very fond memories of that.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite vacation.
At least you could do like top 3.
Okay, my top
Let's
three.
do top
let's
3 there, so we
There
don't
we
have
go.
to.
Okay, my top
Pick one.
3, I would say, would be our honeymoon in Savannah.
Okay.
I
Why?
had a wonderful time with you there. We really, really enjoyed it. We had a great time.
Yes.
We did
It was
so much.
beautiful.
We had so much fun. River Street, we went over to Hilton Head, had fun.
Pralines and 8
Yeah,
pralines.
it was just so much we did. I really, really enjoyed that. The California trip.
Oh, hands down. That's
California trip was amazing.
A1. Yeah.
Again, the heat about killed us, literally.
It
But
was intense.
I enjoyed the memories that we made over there, so much so that we're going to go back next year with the bigger family, right? And I'll say this last cruise you and I went on was my favorite cruise. We went on Celebrity. But I would have to say the best time that I had was, and this is just for memory's sake, when all of us went on a vacation, and it was the last time Pops was there. And he went on his first cruise.
Yeah.
Not just because of, we had such a great time. It was a horrible cruise.
It was.
It was a horrible cruise. But looking back, that was the first time, So I guess
At least
the
you
memory,
tried it.
the memory stays with me on that one for memory's sake. But for like overall, like, this was the best time, I would say, honestly, our very first cruise. I really enjoyed it. I don't know why you didn't.
I did not.
I enjoyed it.
It was horrible.
You
It
had
was
to enjoy
ghetto.
it because
No,
you went
sir.
back. You wanted to go back and do cruises after that.
No, I did.
We
but
went
it
to
was
the nightclub
so
and danced the night
ghetto.
away. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was
We
very
went.
ghetto.
Hold on.
No, I'm gonna let you speak.
Let
Go
me
ahead and
speak.
say your speech.
The food was very good.
Whatever.
Number one. Number two,
It was
they
good.
had very fun game shows that we went to. Remember, they had the marriage game show. Then they had this other game show we
That
did.
was okay.
That was
Yeah.
very fun. Mm-hmm. We did bingo for the first time, and that was very fun.
Okay, that was funny.
Then we danced the night away in the nightclub. We went to the nightclub. That was our first time going to a nightclub together. And you and I literally danced the night away. Okay?
I know.
Then the funniest comedy show we've ever been to.
Oh yeah, that
We
guy was
had
very funny.
So much fun. Okay? Then we got off at Key West. Our first time ever going to Key West. And had a fun time. It was short, but it was fun.
Now we know what to do at Key West, right?
Well, we've been so many times now since then, but that was our first time.
Oh, Key West does something to your soul.
So for you to sit there and say you didn't enjoy that
I did
cruise,
not.
please. So that's my 3. Tell me your 3.
So going back to your Carnival cruise, yes, all those things were fun, but it was very ghetto. The people in the cruise was very ghetto. As a matter of fact, I had at one point went upstairs to walk to the deck to get something to eat with sis-in-law. And we saw a couple doing some peculiar type of movements in the jacuzzi. And the girl was really into it. Her eyes were rolling back and it looked like she was moaning. So yes, we saw a couple like doing it in the jacuzzi.
But to be,
mind you, there was children around in this cruise.
But to be fair,
it was
that one chick that
grody.
we was in the jacuzzi with the other people on this last cruise with celebrities, she was trying to get busy with Buddy and them. So come on now, let's be fair.
No, she was the best.
No, she wasn't.
All right, so my 3 favorite vacations. Oh my God. So I do have a memorable vacation. I'll save that for number 1. Number 2, okay, I got that one.
Come on.
Number 3 would have to definitely be Savannah. Savannah, when we went for our honeymoon and when we went not too long ago, and I think it was, this was before the pandemic, right before it hit. But Savannah's always a great spot to go to.
I thought
that's when we went to Miss Wilkes.
That wasn't before the pandemic.
Yes, it was.
We went to Charleston.
Okay, so I'm confused. I'm sorry about that.
We did go.
Yes.
So we did go to Savannah. Was it after the pandemic? I can't remember, but we did go to Savannah.
It was briefly. It wasn't like
brief,
a long
and we went
stay.
to Mrs. Wilkes, yes.
So,
but
yeah.
Charleston was right as the pandemic hit.
I really enjoyed Savannah a lot because it was just beautiful. Like, I remember going through the historical area and just, I know this is weird, but how alive it was and mellow, and the trees, it was so green and pretty. And then the fountain, and we stumbled across a fresh market. Was it fresh market? Farmer's market. I'm sorry, I said fresh market.
That's okay.
A farmer's market out of nowhere. And if you guys know, my hubby and I, we are suckers for farmer's market. Like, it doesn't matter how hard we try. We're like, we're not gonna buy anything.
Man,
child. That's when we met the lady who did homemade ginger ale.
Yeah, and it was really
This ginger ale was on fire. Yeah. She was amazing. The pictures were amazing. Yeah. The food, the life. Loved Savannah. Hands down, loved it. Mm-hmm. Number 2, the celebrity cruise. Oh my God. Yes. I really enjoy that a lot. But I'm going to have to I can't put, California was also very memorable, but okay. Well, Celebrity Cruises was actually very good. Mm-hmm. I really, really enjoy that because it was just you and I. And, I feel like sometimes in a marriage, you just need to just get away with your loved one and just be yourself. We were able to dress up and sleep in, and it was kind of nice not having to worry about getting up to go to work or anything like that. And that cruise was out of nowhere, right?
Yep.
It was out of nowhere. We just did it.
Yeah. It was a deal I saw on TikTok with this lady that is a travel agent. And I told you, I said, hey,
them travel agents.
Balcony, $600 for 2 people, 4 nights.
That's it.
I was like, baby, we got to jump on this.
Yeah.
So,
didn't we take the train?
Yeah, we took the Brightline.
We took the Brightline train, which has been a blessing here at Florida. It's just easy. Man, I wish they had that train up to Key West. That would be like the cherry on top. Mm-hmm. And number 1, I am stuck between Charleston and California. Oh my God. I can't put them. I can't.
Just have a tie for both of them.
I have a tie for both of them because Charleston, number 1, is one of the most prettiest places I ever been. Because I do love that old antique vibe. It was just fun, and it was beautiful. The people, we also ran into a farmer's market there. Remember, we spoke with a couple folks, had some seafood, and Charleston was just, I don't know. And we actually went inside the Calhoun Mansion. That's where The Notebook was actually filmed, or a portion of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys seen The Notebook. It's a beautiful, beautiful story and movie there. But I just love Savannah. I'm sorry, not Savannah. Charleston was good. And then, of course, this last trip when we went to California. I've never been to California, guys. It was my first time, and never been to Los Angeles. And I fell in love. I really, really fell in love. And I have to put them together. I can't distinguish which one is the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for me.
All right. So the other part of that question was your worst vacation. I know what mine was, hands down.
Shall we do 3, like top 3?
I don't need, no, I only got one.
2?
I only got one.
I have 2.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Myrtle freaking Beach, South Carolina.
Yeah, that was one of
horrible.
mines.
We're sitting there going down there. Listen, it may sound funny in theory,
Tell him
but
why.
it's not funny.
It was.
You've got these places with slave name, plantation house of pancakes, plantation this. You know,
Do you remember
Mammy's pancakes?
Yeah, Mammy's pancake.
I said, what in the hell is this? What is this? What
And
we
they were
doing
so
here?
rude. Like everybody had an attitude problem.
Everybody, but you know what? I understand. I understand, especially for my black people there. But mad, I understand why they were mad, because you got to drive up and down seeing Mammy's house, Mammy's pancake house.
Remember plantation pancakes?
Oh my God.
He wouldn't eat there, guys.
No.
He would not go even near it.
No. It just, Myrtle Beach wasn't, and aside from that,
They make it seem like it's like such a cool place,
it really
and
was
the
not.
beach,
No.
and it was pretty ghetto.
Yeah,
Sorry for our listeners that are from Myrtle
I didn't
Beach.
enjoy it. It wasn't
ghetto.
fun. It just there was really nothing to do. We went into this off brand wax museum.
Yeah, it was kind of ghetto.
Yeah, and
But it was kind of fun.
Well, the
Michael
scary
Jackson
house-
did not look like Michael
No.
Jackson.
a lot of them didn't.
Oh, man.
But the scary house was fun downstairs.
Yeah, we went to the scary room, and you actually left me there with Isaac.
No, I didn't.
No. You left me alone while you and Isaac ran because it was like a scary room. And I was like, where did everyone go? You left me there. So that was fun.
Yeah, so it was a bit much. You know, I just will say that. And then, you know, the food was terrible.
Yeah, food was terrible. The drive was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't care for the drive. It just wasn't good. You know, I did not enjoy it at all. So that is a place that I told you that I never, ever,
I don't have to do it again.
ever
either.
have to go back to.
Yeah.
So Myrtle Beach is my one and only. Go ahead.
Yeah. I do have 2, but we already spoke about Myrtle Beach. But the number one that takes the cherry on darn top is freaking Palm Springs, California.
Oh, I forgot about Palm
Freaking
Springs. Yeah.
annoying, horrible,
yeah.
hot, deserty, whatever you want to call it. So I just want to clarify with you all that yes, I know that Palm Springs is in California. So my trip actually started because I was being honored at my job, and my wonderful company decided to be cheap and had the award ceremony out there in Palm Springs during this
I
crazy
wouldn't say
weekend.
that's cheap, babe. Palm
It was
Springs
pretty
is very-
cheap.
Well, no.
Well,
what
the
I'm saying-
hotel where we were. Yes.
what I'm
Yes,
saying
sir,
is
it was.
Palm Springs is very expensive. It's an expensive place to be.
So let me ask you something. Was the hotel expensive where we stayed?
Yeah. It
was not.
That was a resort. Yeah, it was. Because we stayed
It
in like
did
a
not
villa.
look like in a
Well,
resort.
it didn't look like it because that's the look that they have out there, but those were expensive.
So
Trust me, I
a couple of
looked
my
at the pricing.
coworkers said that she saw pubic hair in the bathroom and in the bed.
Oh.
And one of them saw a scorpion that came in and a roach. Just an FYI. So when I got the survey, I was appreciated about my award, but I was very honest that you guys were very cheap. But anyhow, so it was horrible. So yes, we went down there, and yes, I was being honored, but that was the first portion of our trip, and we took the remaining of the days. We were there for 4 days? 3 days? 3 days.
Let me see. We were there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we left Saturday. So 4 days.
4 days, and then we drove to Los Angeles. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it was the worst vacation ever, especially when we brave a food and wine tour, whatever that was, in 116 degree weather. I don't even know how we did that. We walked through it. We couldn't even walk outside. It was horrible. They made us have dinner outside. The spa services were horrible. When I got my massage, because you were able to choose 2 excursions, it was horrible. The lady was rude and rushed. I was like, you really call this a massage? Okay, whatever. Move on with life. Get your act together.
Wow.
So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not appreciative of those little things that my job has done for me, because I've been very blessed and very grateful for those. But I must say it was just a horrible, horrible, horrible vacation. Like, never again. I will never complain about Florida weather ever again after going through that. That was probably one of the hardest things we had to do.
Yeah, it really was.
Sunscreen was not enough.
Yeah, so I think I talked about, no, I didn't talk about it here, but.
Tell them.
So let me tell you.
It's the truth.
My wife, she wanted to do these things when we got out there because you have these events to do. And I know if I had said, well, I don't want to do this, that would have let her down. She would have had this little
I would have figured it out. I would have
so
preferred to stay in the villa, that's for sure.
The one day I told her, I kept telling her, I said, she signed up for us to do a food walking tour. I said, baby, I think maybe we should just try to move it to Friday or something, because I think it's going to be very hot. Well, and I'm like, okay, let's just do it. Well, you seem like you don't really want to do it. I said, no, we'll do it. Because I know if I didn't do it, she would have had this pouty face on. She would try to play like she was okay, but she wasn't.
I was going to be okay.
Yeah,
so
right.
That
Yeah, now after the fact, sure.
Yeah, sure.
So we get out there and it's 117 degrees.
16. I took the
16.
screenshot, yeah.
116 degrees.
Yeah, that was
I
tough.
almost died.
Yeah, we almost died. We kept on drinking a lot of water every time we walked. My clothes was soaked. My face was all red. If you know me, when I get hot, I just get red. I just get red like a tomato.
Yeah.
We died. We almost died.
Like you look like tomato soup.
Yeah. But yeah, we literally remember how when every time we would go outside to walk to another restaurant, I would put my white cover, I had a little shawl, and then we would just have to breathe through it, like every time we walked through the different areas, because it was that bad. The heat was so intense, you could literally die from it. And then we saw people around us. Basically, remember, there was twice during the Palm Springs trip, we saw a couple of paramedics helping people that would just pass out
passing out.
They literally were passing out in front of us, ladies and gentlemen.
It was that hot.
I thought I was going to be one of those people.
Yeah, man. It was crazy.
That was still one of the hardest things we've ever done.
The hardest thing.
Yeah, and then Disney. That's nothing. I did enjoy Los Angeles. That's a very memorable trip for me. But going to Disney in 114 degree weather,
yeah, it was.
What the hell was wrong? What was wrong with us?
I don't know.
But we bear through that. We really did. But we died. Yeah. We pretty much died. I don't think we'll do that again.
Not in that type of weather. No. Not during that time of the year.
No, it was tough.
But yeah. So
I don't recommend it. Don't go there.
No, not during that time. I mean,
don't go. Period.
Well, the thing is,
boring.
Well, Palm Springs, not Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
We went out there during a record-breaking temperature.
I don't care. The job should have had Plan B.
Well, they didn't know. It was already booked.
Yeah, but they could have moved the first dinner that they had the audacity to have it outside at 116 degree weather. And me, like a pendeja, I'm thinking, oh yeah, the weather's going to cool down. Boo, boo, boo.
I can't tell my wife nothing because she gets so disappointed early.
Yeah.
So her whole mind state of me is that
in Florida.
No. Her whole mind, her thought of mine of me is that I'm always mean. I don't like people. I don't want to be around people. And I never want to do something like that because I'm going to be a grump and I'm going to have a look on my face. So before we went out there, I'm like, the guys telling us, because they pick us up in a golf cart. Yeah, it's outside. I said, wait a minute. It's outside.
They should have had
Plan
B.
I can't sit here and tell her I don't want to go because you're going to have me go out there by myself. Huh? It's fine. And I'm just like, I'm not going to go through that with her. So I'm going to go with her. But I've made it very clear. I'm not staying out here.
Yeah, I was okay with that.
It was horrible.
Horrible. I know this is TMI, but I typically put lotion every time I go out and deodorant. The only thing I put on was deodorant because I knew if I was going to put on lotion.
Oh, that would have been it.
I would have basically went through that with all the sweat. It would not have mattered. It was so bad. Like I literally stayed for an hour, and then I saw a couple of my leaders, and I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna leave.
I stayed for about 20 minutes.
It was
20.
brutal,
20.
brutal weather.
You know what I'm saying? They had big fans out there, but that still didn't do anything.
Didn't do nothing.
Nothing, because you're
and
just
it was
blowing hot air.
It was 7:00, and the weather still wouldn't go down.
Yeah, the sun was down. It was dark outside. I mean, it was terrible.
It's not like Florida where after like 5, 6 o'clock, it kind of starts going down.
I mean, we still have our humid times at nighttime, but this was just horrid.
Yeah, it was.
It was just horrid. So.
I'll never ever complain about Florida weather.
Yeah, never. But those have been our times. But yes, to our fan mailer, really appreciate you sending those questions.
Thank you so much.
I enjoy any time that we go, especially when we take our family. We have a great time taking our family and stuff, but vacations are very important. It recharges the brain, gives you time away, gives you special things to do that you wouldn't normally do.
Gets you away from the normal.
Absolutely. So our favorite way to vacation is a cruise.
Yeah,
so
it's the best.
We don't mind flying, we don't mind driving, but to have everything right there. And
yeah, I do appreciate a good road trip once in a while.
Yes.
I do appreciate flying. I love flying.
Oh, I know.
I love flying. I love the airport. I love the airplane.
The only one, not me.
No, sir. There's a lot of people that love flying. Let me tell you something. Something about going to the airport is just like, oh man, it's so fun to me.
Yeah, I'm out.
I love it. I love packing my suitcase. Like, yay, I'm going up in the air. The takeoff, the landing, I love it all. I could be eating and I'll be fine with it. Sleep through it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
But so that's us. We vacation a lot and we really enjoy it. So
yeah, take yourself a cruise and do it.
Yep. All right. Well, it was fun. We'll be back.
I like this. Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Send us the questions.
Yes.
Where can they find us?
Tell them. Find us on any streaming app. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart.
All streaming
YouTube
platforms.
Amazon. All these places. So thank you so much for listening. This has been Conversations
with Ronnie Keith
and Edie
Iris.